Yo guys, we're actually going to be self-reflecting, checking on our previous trades and to see what we did wrong so we can correct them so this week we crush the market. That's our goal. Anyway, like I said, let us get started. If you guys don't know, this is my community right here, Traders Headquarters, so you guys should join. It should be in the description below, but that's not the point of the video. As you can see, actually, before I actually leave, as you can see, me and Raiden are just chilling in the chill chat. I think Raiden's gone AFK, it's pretty chill, and just, yeah, for like-minded traders. Anyway, let's get to this. We're gonna start with Monday. So this is Saturday. I didn't take this trade, I remember this. Could have been like a 1-1. We can quickly go just to Tuesday, just see what we did wrong here. And what's so unfortunate, guys, we actually didn't get this one here. That's the unfortunate thing. We didn't get this one here, but we got these two. We kind of waited. I'll tell you the story, right? I'll tell you the story behind this one before I get into it. And I'll tell you why I hopped in. So you can see here, price is doing its thing, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm actually waiting for London session open. That's why it's at 6 o'clock, not 5. And for some reason, my simple sessions, which is an indicator, displaying when the market's open, says it opens at 5. When I think markets, it's like New York. New York opens at 10 p.m. here, but it actually opens at 11:30, something like that. Same with London. Like, people are really awake at 6 p.m. here, so I wait for 6 p.m. And once I hit 6 p.m., usually there's a reversal at times. So yeah, I would have entered probably here when it was 6. Boom, I would have been entered here because price has just been traveling down, you know, hasn't gone to the other side. It has had a multiple retest. So you can see price at least push into the other side of the 20% deviation. So up here, that's why my take profits around there. And with this, you can clearly see that price just fakes me out here. It does start pushing up because I remember at the time, price was pushing up. And then later on, closing over 5 minutes, price literally quickly came back and closed with a doji. And then yeah, that's really what happened, guys. I probably should have taken out here, which was my big mistake. Not taking out here, because if I took it here, I would have literally saved $62.5 from this trade. This one, I'm pretty sure I didn't make the same mistake twice. I'd like to assume, which I didn't. So this one I just got faked out, I'm pretty sure. Price pushed up here. I was supposed to enter in here because it also was close to the monthly open price. So I was like, okay, cool. Came back here. And I was just like, okay, let me just enter in right here because price pushed up, and then it faked me out once again. I didn't wait for the 5 minute to close. So that can be two lessons I learned. Obviously cutting my losses and waiting for the 5 minute to close. So in this situation, price, you know, pushed down here. I kind of closed it here. I would suppose that's why it's here. And let's see what happens to price. Price does push up. And I remember just calling quits because usually price does not clear liquidity. Price does not do this. From my experience, which is not too much, but what I've seen is that in London session, price does not push up and clear liquidity, then push up again. So this was kind of forming a range, aka also pushing to the downside, just kind of congesting for a little minute. And I think that's what it did. So price came here, boom. But the reason why this is a good trade that I took right here is because I cut my loss. And the second thing is price didn't actually break any 5 minute resistance area. And price grabbed liquidity, right? Price grabbed liquidity in London session. Valid entry here. That was just unfortunate. Probably should have waited for the 5 minutes to close, as of this one here. This move here that was actually successful and became a 1 to 5 that I should have been in, I was actually waiting for New York. I was waiting for New York because I thought that price for London session was just going to keep tripling down, and that when it was hitting New York would have been around here. And then New York grabs here, pushes to the upside. But I was just wrong in my judgment that it happened too early. It was actually still in London. So this was the time where I actually went to the gym as well. And I was like, you know what, price is coming to this area. I don't think price is going to push up because it's too early. And in the end, price actually pushes up very cleanly and very beautifully to the daily open, which would be a 1 to 5. So it was absolutely a beautiful trade that I missed out. And that's another lesson I need to learn. So let me just write this down. Right, so guys, what I've written down from the lessons I've currently learned is to cut losses, obviously. Second is to cut the loss if price grabs liquidity. So like I did right here, price grabbed liquidity, but didn't need to. It was a continuation of the downtrend. That's why I don't like price grabbing liquidity when it's in a downtrend. We're trying to flip it around. So we at least need price to grab the top liquidity here, but it did not. That's why I say to grab liquidity, because if it doesn't grab liquidity, it's more likely to push up because it doesn't want to continue the downtrend. And yeah, that's really it, you know? That's really it. And for this one here, the lesson that I've learned from this trade here, you know, which I almost lost my mind to be honest, price isn't perfect. In this case, my theory was right. My prediction was right. It was just bad timing. So I'll just say for lesson, sometimes price moves correctly earlier. Guys, don't get wet after you see this, right? Do not get wet after you see this, but this is what I could have had. See, it's kind of depressing, you know, when you just see this right before your eyes. So, you know, it's unfortunate, it is what it is. Now let's move on to the next one. You know, I did miss out on it, but such is life, you know, guys, such is life. This one here, let's see what I did wrong. Let's see what I can improve on. Oh, this one was good actually. Guys, this one here, which was on Wednesday, the lesson that I've learned from this one is Wednesday, just a big clap, guys, big clap. I'll explain literally in detail why I took these two trades right here, right? And you'll understand why I say this is really good, but it's also annoying as fuck. It's like, it's a clap day, it's a great day, but it's also a really suicidal, depressing day because you'll see here that price was pushing up. And remember how I said before, if price doesn't break the 5 minute structure, I need to cut my loss. In this case, price actually made a reversal structure, so to speak. It pushed up, pulled back, and then pushed up again and broke its own structure, meaning it's switching direction on the 5 minute. But it hasn't actually broken the 5 minute structure on the downside, if that makes sense, guys. So we can see clearly here, price did not break it, but here, price made its own uptrend, so to speak. So this is why I actually still had my stop loss here. I brought it in closer because price also just didn't break the whatever, and I didn't hold it at all for my big 10 pip stop loss because it didn't break structure, you know. It just didn't break structure. It was showing signs of wanting to switch, but then it just drilled down. And when it drilled down, I was like, you know what? I'd rather learn from my mistakes if price does push up, because there are a few times when price grabs liquidity and pushes to the upside. So I was like, you know what, I'll learn from my mistakes and I'll cut my loss here. And I did, and it went pretty well. Beautiful. So I saved like 36 bucks just from saving 3 pips, 3.6 to be specific. This one was the most beautiful trade of my life because it did everything I wanted it to do. This one here, price came up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, it's literally a range, right? Price grabbed both liquidity sides. It grabbed the top side here. See that little wick here? Only it's close enough so you guys can see. See, when trades are like this, it makes you want to nut. So you guys, you can see right here, price came down, up, down. Right, broke structure to the upside, came back down, broke structure here, grab liquidity here, and then we're measuring the bottoms of the range like this. Grab liquidity here, it hasn't grabbed the bottom just yet. So what did we do? We waited for price to grab the bottom, grab the liquidity. The slippage that I entered in, I actually entered in up here before price was actually there. I can show you in the 1 minute. We entered in literally when price did something like this. And then slippage pushed me up here, price instantly pushed down, then it pushed up instantly back up here, and I was like, this is beautiful. You know, price had a really good momentum push up here, breaking structure up, obviously, of that low, because you can see price was making the low, coming down, downtrend, broke it. So we're like, okay, good. Now we broke it, had momentum to the upside as well, no fake outs, no whatsoever. Now we're looking for a pullback. And what did price do? Price came back for a pullback. A pullback is when price comes back to the 50% retracement. And what the 50% retracement is, take out this baby, 50% back here. So we wait for price just to get to the 50%. Price goes back to the 50%. Guys, this whole scenario right now, what happened was price literally faked us out. It did exactly what we wanted us to. Then it went down lower and broke structure to the downside. Once price actually broke down and hit my break-even area, it was actually meant to take out all the traders who entered in where I entered in. Because if I was to move my stop loss to break-even, I would have been out by now. And as soon as that happened, look what happened to price. Blew up. The reason why I love this trade and it was super depressing is because of this. Price was doing so beautiful. It had a little range, and I literally exited right at the top, which was at 3.2, but there was news. And when I let the news go, I exited out earlier because price bullied the fuck out of me when I held through news. And when I say bullied, I mean it like shot down like this. Boom. And I lost like $133 when my stop loss was literally brought into profits. I still got violated because news was so fast that price still counted, so to speak. So if it's a negatives, you get negatives as well. Anyway, that's a good thing about Thursday. Thursday was absolutely beautiful. I don't know if we took any on Friday. We did take some Friday, so let's just quickly check out Friday. What to learn from. This is the last day now. So Thursday was beautiful. We made 400 that day. So beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. This day was a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Friday was a very much valid day. I just missed this entry, and this is what I can learn here. From here, you can see here, put in 2 trades. Start of London, price literally came up, did not break 5 minute structure once again. Broke down to the downside, and essentially I took out there. I gave it a little space. I just always give price space from the lowest low, like probably 1 pip. So price broke here, so I saved 3 pips here, and I literally saved 7 pips here. The reason why I saved 7 pips here is because price pushed all the way up here. If you guys can see here, price literally pushed all the way up here, trying to act like it was going to the upside. Yet it still did not break 5 minute structure. Still did not break 5 minute structure. It was looking like a sustainable uptrend on the 5 minute. If you guys don't know what a sustainable uptrend on the 5 minute is, this is how it looked. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'll show you guys a quick example. See how this looks like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down? That's how a sustainable uptrend looks like. So price was looking like that on Friday, and essentially I just got finessed. When price just shot down instantly here, people thought it could have been just targeting the lows just to grab liquidity, push to the upside, but I remember, like I said, guys, on London, price does not like to grab liquidity and push up. There's rare cases it does, which I've noticed, like right now, but New York is more the type of thing to do that. Like New York is more the type of session to do that. Anyway, price literally pushed up like a sustainable uptrend, came down with a lot of momentum, and I was like, I don't like this, because I used to let momentum push down and then I'd literally wait for it to reject. Sometimes it doesn't do that. I realize that now. So when momentum pushes down and it pushes down certain barriers that I don't want it to cross, I get out. So in this case, price pushed down too fast in a short amount of time, because from price literally to move from the bottom of this area right here to the top literally took 50 fucking minutes. For price to move from the top of the area to the bottom, it took 30 minutes. It took half the amount. I was like, nah, I don't like how price was too fast going down. So I entered out here because prices didn't want to, it didn't look like it was rejecting during price action as well. So I took out right here, saved myself 7 pips. Like I said, guys, the tough thing about cutting losses is that sometimes you can miss your wins. And in this case, price would have hit my original stop loss, so I call that a valid trade. As for my previous trade, this one I was waiting for price to grab liquidity like it did yesterday. Like, remember how I said, guys, price is ranging, grabs liquidity, pushes it to the upside. For this one, price is the bitch. It didn't do that. It just went to the 50% retracement. It kind of went just below 50% retracement. Like I said, price went up, 50% retracement, went up. And New York kind of pushed it up a little bit. It was supposed to be massive news, but it was just a dud. That's what we learned, guys. So today was honestly an overall pretty good day because I saved myself $100 today. I remember that. And I was supposed to use, like I said, $250. I instead spent $140, which was around $100. So yeah, guys, that's really all for the self-reflection. We currently have all about cutting losses here because we really took most L's. One dub, which covered all the other L's. We could have done better, 100%, because we missed literally a 1 of 5, and that's really what happened. But I could have catched this pip if I understood the 50% retracement, which I can add to my lessons that I'm going to write down right now. And that's really all. We missed a 1 of 5, and we could have potentially got this 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, how it's looking, or 1 of 4. That's really it, guys. If you guys got anything from this self-reflection video, just self-analysis video on our previous trades for this week, hit that like button down below. If you guys want to improve as a trader with me, as I'm still unprofitable, but I'm working my ass off to get to profitability. Sorry, in the description down below, there'll be the Traders Headquarters where you can join our community. Probably be on live from Monday to Friday when there's trading setups. And yeah, I'll just be able to guys do the thick and thin on GU specifically. Anyway, guys, besides that, I hope you all enjoyed. Peace.